Hello and welcome or welcome back to the Daily Dish, where we get food for thought that can nourish our soul. It's stuff, messages from Spirit and our guides and masters to stuff. That's professional term, stuff, that we can ponder on and digest and think about to help us through our day or our week or wherever we're at in our life. Just kind of give us some messages, okay? The Daily Dish is Monday through Friday. I also have a Sunday soul connection, which is soul searching. So that's the Sunday version of the Daily Dish, sort of. But anyways, it's these are steps for the week, throughout the week. Doesn't matter when you watch them; they are timeless. But just to kind of help us in your situation at the time, whenever you watch it. Okay. I do have a theme for every day, and I do usually have. So this is going to be what I call tempos, the actions that we can take. So I did a collective read. I did a soul connection read. I did the Monday moods is what I call the moods. I don't know if it's being uploaded on Monday, but whatever it is, these are going to be uploaded when I can. It's an internet issue, as I explained in the past videos. Excuse me, and I got all excited because I haven't had internet, and then they're supposed to have internet at a we have a community place here that we're supposed to be able to have internet. Well, we haven't. But yesterday I went, and I check all the time. I bring my phone with me. I try to connect, and yesterday it connected, and I was like, holy crap, there it is. I put the password in. Holy crap, it connected. Well, it was kind of late at night, so it was a little late to, I didn't have anything, done, so I had to, record it first and then to upload it. It was kind of late. And, of course, the community place closes, so I don't even know if I would have gotten it done. But I thought, okay, so today I went and I uploaded one. Oh, yesterday. And then I was almost done uploading something else and it stopped. Maybe 10 minutes of processing. It had already uploaded, and YouTube does its thing. Yeah, just so you know. So anyways, these are normally Tuesday tempos, but this is, we're just going to call it today's tempos. The actions that we can do. And if you didn't see the one from yesterday, the moods, you might want to check that out. I do have the Daily Dish playlist, so if you missed anything, you can check those out as well. Okay, they are general reads, so they may not resonate for all of you, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I do suggest watching the whole video, whether it's mine or anybody else's, because many times what may not resonate in the beginning, things can change in the middle of the video, or the middle of the reading, and by the end there may have been a message that was meant for you and you missed it. See what I'm saying? So if you can't watch it all at one time, save it, watch it later, pause, watch a portion, watch another. They usually generally are about a half an hour. Some of them can be 15 minutes depending on what cards come out. Depends if I need to clarify, but I'm going to say it's going to be about a half an hour. So if you have the time to watch, you may want to stop and get, something, drink, coffee, a snack, maybe something a little stronger, I don't know, If you're going to the bar or if you're going to your place, I would like a whiskey and Coke, if I could, please. Either Jack or Maker's Mark. Or Bullet, if you have that. Anyways, I have coffee over there, so no strong stuff for me at this time. Maybe later. Anyways, so thank you so much for tuning in and joining. And again, welcome back to anyone who is part of the Soul Tribe, and welcome to anyone who's new. Do like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below. And if you're not part of the tribe, do consider subscribing and joining the tribe so you don't miss any messages. If you like that kind of content, doing some deep soul work, you may want to subscribe just so you can, know when I upload it, and pick and choose what you want to watch and go from there. Yes? Yes? Okay. Let's see what we have here. So we have the Three of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands under that. And I'm just going to touch on this. I always touch on the bottom of the deck. So for all of you who are like, what the hell is she doing? There's a lot of messages that come from the bottom of the deck, because this is the overall energy. Let me just see. Oh, yes. So we just had the 7-7 portal. Portal. I don't know why I said it like that, but 7-7 and 2023 equals a 7. So we had the 7-7-7 portal. And since I didn't have internet, that I didn't think I had internet, I did not do a video, which I would have liked to. I had to miss the full moon. This is really annoying for me because, oh boy. Okay, we'll stop there, but once we get to this little portal, the world over here, we'll continue with that. But so for many of us right now, it's a matter of just working on ourselves, mastering ourselves, mastering our lives, working on our craft, whatever that may be. Building a foundation that is going to make us feel stable and secure. And things are moving along pretty well. In fact, some things may start speeding up. So get yourself ready for that, because it might be time, as you've built up to this point. You may not have everything done. You may need help from other people. You may need assistance once you get to this point. Or this could be a matter of you and your masculine and feminine energies here, working together as a team, discussing your next move. And you've done pretty good here. You've got a pretty good foundation started here, and working on yourself and your life. And now it's a point where you're like, okay, I'm about done here. Let's see what I can do next. And your masculine and feminine, or your higher guides and masters, whomever this is over here for you, it's like almost having a conference call or a meeting of the minds is what I just heard here. But what's our next step here? What's our goal? And it's with your masculine and feminine, it's like, okay, in my heart, which direction do I want to go? And in masculine is, let's figure out some plans and logically how we can make that happen. And again, this is moving forward in a very fast way. Oh, I forgot to say, this is very important. Before I started, I got some channeled messages that just came randomly. I wrote them down here. Well, first I'm going to say that the collective reading that I did, which was just recently, you might want to check it out, was called, it was called Let It Be. Like the Beatles song, Let It Be. Wake up to the sound of music. But speaking words of wisdom, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. So you may want to check that out, because I've been saying that to myself a lot lately. Okay, I don't have the internet again. Let it be. Let's just move along here. But I got, some of you may be looking for work right now. So maybe you are interning somewhere, or an internship, hoping to get signed on and working in a field, certain field. Some of you may be looking for a job, or you're in training right now, and it could be paid training. But I heard first the word letter. So this is communication. This card can indicate communication. So you may be receiving a letter of some sort. But then I heard letter of recommendation, which could very well mean work. You could be traveling on a trip for work, or moving. So then I heard letter Z. So letter of recommendation was first, then letter Z. And then I heard ZipRecruiter. And I'm not 100% positive, but I think ZipRecruiter, and correct me if I'm wrong, ZipRecruiter is a job site, place to find work or find employees. I'm not sure which, or both. Kind of like, I'm familiar with Indeed. And then I heard an open house. So some of you may be moving or selling your house, or you just moved somewhere and you're having a house warming. I don't know if any of those things resonate with anyone. Please do tell me down below if it does. But that's what popped into my head as I was channeling the energies before I started this. So there you go. Chariot, moving yourself forward. Feeling a sense of, either feeling a sense of power over your life right now, or regaining that power. Stepping into your power to do that. Ending something. For some of us, it's already happened. Working on something and being diligent about it, and working really hard. And then getting to this, which could be the 7-7 portal, which passed. This is the end of a cycle. So for many of us, we're ending a cycle of starting off working on something, moving forward, and then ending something. So maybe you were trying to get a different job than what you have, and you have finally gotten that point, and now you're quitting the job and you're moving and working on that. But whatever it is, it's going to bring us a lot of happiness, a lot of feeling good about how things are going. And the King of Pentacles here, being very proud of your progress. Okay, so that's what I have for the pre-energies. Let's get into the meat of the reading, shall we? All right, let's move this back in position. So, our actions, tempos, Page of Cups, following the dream. This is a dream of yours. Something that is, it's new to you. It's new. It's something, it's not something you've been doing. Ooh, I had a weird sensation when I just said that. It's like a sense of excitement in your heart. You're like, oh my God, I can't wait to start. It's almost like you're talking to yourself. I can't wait to start this job. It's like, it's crazy. And maybe you're talking to the universe or your guides, master, spirit, whomever, saying, I can't believe that you're helping me with this, spirit. And this is, I'm doing it. I'm living the dream. I'm doing what I really want to do. Well, collective, you go. You go. So this is what you're aware of right now. You're aware of that, okay, in the field that you're going, it may be a competitive, I almost said sport, competitive situation, competitive job. If it's a job, it's a competitive field. You could be, and what's interesting when I saw this, because I kind of see the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands, but the Page of Cups, the dreamer, and this may not resonate for a lot of you, but for maybe one or two of you, if any of you, for some of you, you're going to try something artistic. Freelance photography. Movies, whether it's going to be being in movies or filming. Production. Like I said, photography. Something artistic. It's a competitive field, though. If for those who are, if it's work. If it's not work, there's something about, for some of you, your inner child is reacting to some sort of unsettling energy. It may be fear. You've been working on this, and then all of a sudden, you're starting to get the jitters, or heebie-jeebies, but the jitters, like nerves. Oh man, I don't know if I can do this. Talking to your inner child. Telling your inner child it's okay. You may face some obstacles, but you can get past them. And this may just be inner, like I said, the inner part of you fighting. And maybe it's your masculine and feminine fighting. There may be other people that are naysayers, as I say, that are telling you you don't want to go in this field. And I'm a theater person. I did community theater, and I was a theater major. And I really, really wanted to continue going, like in film. I was lucky enough to be an extra. If anybody's seen the movie Lost Boys, I was in that movie as an extra, and I'm actually on YouTube. So if you look at, I have to, because I just love that this is actually on film, because if you tell people, and it's like I show people and say, oh no, I'm not lying, see, there I am. I'm dancing behind Jamie Gertz. It's on the boardwalk scene. And I have some friends. There's a guy on the stage who's playing the guitar with really long hair. His name was PQ. But I was an extra in that movie, and that was a blast. I was lucky enough with doing theater at college and stuff that I got to be an extra in some things. But I wish I had pursued it more, and unfortunately I didn't, and I regret it. Even if, I don't know if I would have been successful, maybe I wouldn't have, but at least I would have tried. At least I would have tried. So that's what I'm saying here. For those of you who are thinking about doing something, especially if it's artistic, and that's a very competitive field, doing theater and you know, that kind of thing. Even music, if you're a musician. Maybe you're afraid that, I don't know. Anyways, but do it. Just do it, because it's okay to dream it. But for many people, putting that dream into action is hard. You start getting self-doubts, especially if it's in that kind of thing. Anyways, let's move on to what you may not be seeing. The King of Wands. Okay, see? The King of Wands is an energy of confidence. You need to have more confidence in yourself, some of you in the collective. You have some of the skills. You worked on it, whatever it is. A job or a dream. I'm trying to remember what the energy was yesterday, the mood, because the card in the middle was the Ten of Cups, happiness, but there was something that needed to be removed from life, something that you may have been holding on to, that maybe, and it could be just fear, that let go of that so you can go ahead and move forward. I'm not saying quit your job. If you have a day job or a job where you're making money that's paying the bills, I'm not saying just quit your job and up and maybe for some people. I mean, you know, some people do up and quit their job and just go to LA or New York, whatever, wherever you're at. And, you know, sometimes you have to do that. And then find a job there and then try to continue. It's a struggle. It's a struggle, but it's worth it. If that's your dream, do it. But you have more power than you realize. And for some of you, you're a lot more creative. And I'm getting excited here for you. You have the drive, for many of you, and especially if you're a fire sign. The King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you have that in your chart. There's a drive. You have the drive to be able to get this done. And for some of you, you're very creative. So even if you can't start working in this field, this is what you want to do, you can go to where you need to go. Even if you up and move and quit your job, up and move and just go. Many of you are very creative about, and adventurous about just doing it. So sometimes when we have dreams and a passion, we just have to throw caution to the wind. All right, so like I said, I'm not telling you to quit your job, but for some of you, if you have enough drive and ambition and you want to get it done, and just think of it this way, even if you don't get to the point, and you may be successful at some point, it's not going to happen overnight, more likely, but if you start doing it and you realize that maybe it's not going to work out the way you thought it would, this was your dream, but it didn't quite work, but you had the experience of doing it. Don't be like me and regret and think, what if? What if? Even if one of my friends went there and he was an extra in Friends, I still haven't seen him after all these years. He was an extra in Friends, and he's done, now he's on, he's done a lot of commercials and things like that, so he's working. He is working, and he gets pretty steady work. But he went there and he did it. I admire him, and I got to do community theater with him, Steve. He was awesome. We did some community theater together, and it was fun working with him. But he's good. He's really good. I've seen his videos, and he's been in like, I don't know what the show is on TV. It's either like a Law and Order. It doesn't have a main part, but he's got a speaking part in it. So he's in it. So, I mean, he's doing it. He's doing it. And kudos. Even if people do it and they don't get the success that they want, maybe it doesn't go quite as far as they want, do it. All right? Or figure out a way that you can implement it in your life so you can start doing it. I don't know. But you have the drive and the passion and the desire to do this, and it's strong. So I'm thinking that this is battles between your trying to be rational and wanting to follow your dream. I want to do this. I really want to do this. In your heart, this is what you want. Then you're aware of that these things that come into your head going, well, I don't know. But you have what it takes. Probably you could be successful at it. You don't know. You just don't know until you do it, right? All right. So maybe a possible obstacle. I see strength. This strength card. I don't know if you can see this with this in the way. I'm going to move this over here. We've already touched on the Three of Pentacles. We don't need to see that right now. Well, you can't see this, I don't think, very well. But the strength card is. Let me see. Let me move it over just a little bitskis, so you can see it a little bit better. Not that you need to see the cards, but you're going to have what I call, this is not judging, moments of weakness. Sometimes you're going to be all raring to go, and yes, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. And then other times you're going to be in a lower vibration where you're thinking, oh, excuse me, I don't know if I have what it takes, though. I really don't know if I have what it takes. You could be a Leo. This is a Leo card. Yes, you do. You have more strength. It's funny, strength than you realize. It's funny when you're put into positions that you wouldn't normally be in, and you doubt yourself and you think, I don't know. You know, I look back on some things and I'm like, how in the F did I ever get through that? You have more strength than you realize. You're more resilient than you realize. And you don't realize that until you actually put yourself into those positions. You take chances. And then you realize, and you learn from that. That's the thing. You learn from those experiences. So if you have those moments of doubt and think, just dig deep inside of you and go, I can do this. I can do this. This is what I want. This is my dream, and I'm going to follow it. So my advice and Spirit's advice, Spirit's advice, and I'm just passing it on, is to follow the dream. Work through these battles within, or if anybody outside around you is something you shouldn't do, you can't do it. How many people, if we all listen to that, how many people that would not have succeeded and been where they're at? I just wonder if, like Elon Musk, if I don't really know the story behind the story, if he came from a wealthy family or whatever. But I just wonder if there are times that people said, "I don't know what you're thinking, Elon, because you're never going to be a millionaire on these crazy ideas you have." Well, Mr. Tesla, Mr. Millionaire. So I'm just saying, there are probably plenty of people who had naysayers. Don't listen to those people, because those people are probably working some crappy, 9-to-5 job that they hate, and they're miserable, so they want to bring everyone else down. This is your action moving forward. Leaving behind those empty cups. All these things that you thought would fulfill you emotionally, when this is what you really wanted, you add this to the page, one more cup, that cup to this, you get the 9 of cups. The 9 of cups is satisfaction, independent satisfaction and happiness, independently happy. So what I see here is you're moving away from things that aren't things that are not making you happy in your life, and moving on to something that will. The 9 of cups. Let's see some advice we have here. Well, guess what? Especially for you artsy people. Here's the Page of Wands I was talking about. And remember I said the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands are the two that I say are the most creative and have all the ideas. Page of Cups is more about trying to express themselves. It's like self-expression. You want to be able to express yourself. So some of you may be the more creative type, that you feel better about. Myself, I'm like that. I would rather have a job, whether it's doing this full-time, which I'm not doing right now. I don't get paid yet. I'm working on it. If you're not subscribed, you can help me out there and subscribe and watch the whole video, because that'll give me some watch time. I'm trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers and that monetization mark. I'm probably not going to make a ton of money, but every little bit helps. Anyways. So like, share, and subscribe. And comment. Energy exchange. Page of Wands, to me, has all these ideas, but just not sure how to implement them. And that may be where you're at right now. This to me is like, I have all these ideas of what I want to do. And I know this is what I want. This is my dream. This is what I want. I don't know how the F to get this rolling. And the King of Wands is saying, I have all the experience. Maybe you can find somebody who you know that is in that field or knows something about it. The King is saying, oh, well, let me take you under my wing. Maybe there's that letter of recommendation. That letter. And saying that I'll show you the ropes. I have wisdom. I have experience in that. And I didn't give up. Listen here, I did not give up. I got where I'm at. Through sheer determination, sheer motivation, kind of like the King of Pentacles are, but it's all about action. Always doing something to better themselves. Always doing something more. So people say, I gave 100%. No, you give 200%. You keep going until you get what you want. But you start off newbie. If you're a newbie, Page of Wands, they have all the energy and all the ideas to get it going. And then the opportunity comes. The universe is handing you out of the blue. It seems like out of nowhere, all of a sudden you've got this opportunity. You're like, holy shite. How did that, unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Have you ever had those moments where you're like, holy crap? Holy fuck? Ace of Pentacles. This is a new beginning for a lot of you. This is going to be a new beginning. And here's the High Priestess. Your intuition, your gut feeling. Whatever you're feeling inside there, I know I can do this. I know I can do this. Why is everybody saying that I can't do this? I know I can do this. Do it. Do it. Just do it. The High Priestess. The High Priestess is a very wise, spiritually wise person. The High Priestess is the guard of the spiritual world. So this High Priestess is facing feminine energy, facing the third dimensional world, the more earthly world, if you will, like a, what do you call this? Mortal world. Guarding the spiritual world and saying, I have information for you because they're very wise and mysterious. You may not know what's going to happen with this, but if you follow your intuition, I'm going to open up doors for you that you didn't even think would open. You're looking at one door. Maybe there's 3, 4, 5. And one of those could be the opportunity for you. So the High Priestess is saying, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Believe. What you believe can happen. Our mind is very, very powerful. What you believe can happen can very well happen. You just keep trusting yourself, the process, the universe, and I guarantee you that you will be surprised. You're going to have more strength and more power in making this dream come true. Change, whatever change you want in your life, you can make come true. Maybe it's not so much as going to New York and trying to be a model or an actor or be a musician. Maybe it's just that I want to change in my job. I want to live somewhere else. I don't want to live in an apartment anymore. I want to buy a house. Well, there you go. Remember I told you housewarming? And what did I say? Housewarming and what? Open house. Many of you may be trying to buy a house or a condo. You know? That's a big thing. That's a big step. But it's great. That's great. So do it. Whatever it is you want to do, do it. Start making plans. All right? Now, this is what I have for you. So what we're going to do is from after this, tomorrow or whenever it uploads, is usually Wednesday wisdom. But we're going to get some words of wisdom from the universe. So it's going to be a message from Spirit that's going to give you some guidance and words of wisdom to implement to make this happen. Okay? And that's why I like doing the daily dish. Because it's a constant flow of energy that goes into the next day and the next day. And again, it's different for everybody. But I'm pretty sure that everybody can get some sort of message in these readings somewhere. So this is what I have for you. So I appreciate. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Please do remember to like, share, and subscribe. And comment down below. When you hit that like button, you support the channel. So energy exchange is like a little tip for me, which I appreciate very, very, very much. But it also gets this message out to the algorithm. YouTube will put it out there. And maybe this wasn't your message, but if you like these style messages, it can get it out to someone else who may need it. You know, so I appreciate it, and I think Spirit appreciates it. His Spirit's trying to reach as many people as possible. But I appreciate the support. When you support the channel, when you like and subscribe, and I don't know if I say it enough in the videos, and maybe I don't. I truly appreciate. I appreciate all the people who have subscribed, the people from the very beginning, and then the people who've come across my channel now who have chosen to subscribe. I know that a lot of people like the cusp readings, and I'm going to continue those. I do those every month. So if you're a cusper, check them out. I just did the Cancer Leo cusper reading. Next month I'll do Leo Virgo, and I will continue to do those. And I am going to start a cusp channel as soon as I can get reliable internet. I don't want to start something and have people get excited about videos that they may be able to tune into and subscribe, and then me not be able to get the videos out. Yes, it pisses me off, but uh-oh, where'd my thingy go? Oh, crap. I lost my little piece of paper that had my... Oh, there it is. Never mind. Sorry, distractions. But anyways, I don't want to start something and then disappoint, you know, and it would frustrate me too. I like to get these out. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you will join again. Remember, Daily Dish, Monday through Friday. Sunday, Soul Connection. I do collective readings. I'm also doing random for those of you who are night owls. I don't know if I'm going to do them during the week. I might, like maybe a Wednesday, but I probably will throw one in Friday or Saturday night. I'm going to do midnight messages. I was thinking about Midnight Madness, but midnight messages, I will post them at midnight. So for anybody who's on in the middle of the night, like I would be if I had internet, then they can get messages. And for those who are on the other side of the world, they get theirs in the morning or whatever. So, you know, messages, Spirit has messages all the time. So it lets me know when it's time to, he or she, lets me know when it's time to get a message out, and I follow. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be. Peace out.